Have you ever wondered why your legs become weaker after the age of 60, even though you still exercise and stay active? Or is it just due to aging? In fact, it's not just aging. A deficiency in two essential vitamins may also be draining the strength from your legs, something that many older adults may not even realize. In today's video, we will explore two types of vitamins that play an important role in maintaining the strength of your leg muscles and how you can properly supplement them to no longer worry about weak and tired legs. Specifically, we will discover 1. Vitamin D. Why does a deficiency in vitamin D increase the risk of muscle weakness and joint pain? Vitamin B12. The role of vitamin B12 in generating energy for your muscle cells. Signs to recognize and how to check vitamin levels in the body. Food sources rich in vitamins D and B12, along with effective supplementation tips. Watch this video until the end, as I will share tips in combining food and daily habits and to maintain healthy, flexible legs, helping you walk more steadily every day. When we reach the age of 60, our bodies undergo a significant journey of change. Muscle mass begins to gradually decrease, losing about 3 to 8% each decade. Joints become less flexible, and the nervous system that controls movement reacts more slowly. However, few of us pay attention. Our daily diet is actually the foundation that determines whether our legs have enough strength to walk strongly and safely. Our muscles are primarily made up of protein, which acts as the building blocks for maintaining muscle mass. But after the age of 60, the body's ability to build new protein slows down. Meanwhile, the rate of protein breakdown increases. If we don't get enough protein, less than 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight per day, the body has to borrow protein from existing muscle fibers. Why? To keep vital functions running, like the heartbeat, breathing, or temperature control. Over time, this silent process can lead to muscle atrophy, which means weaker legs, more fatigue, and even a loss of balance when walking. That's why many nutrition studies recommend older adults should get around 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. For example, 100 grams of salmon gives about 22 grams of protein. 150 grams of Greek yogurt has around 10 grams, and even 3 to 4 tablespoons of tofu can contribute a good amount of protein. With simple choices like these, you can help keep your muscles strong and healthy. Bones are the framework of the entire musculoskeletal system, and calcium makes up about 99% of the minerals in our bones. But here's something important. For calcium to be effectively absorbed into the bloodstream and delivered to bone cells, we need enough vitamin D. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. At the same time, our need for calcium increases, especially to fight off osteoporosis. When the body lacks vitamin D, bones become brittle and more likely to break. Muscles also can't contract properly, which weakens the legs and raises the risk of falling. Medical statistics show that people over 60 with low vitamin D have a 30% higher chance of falling compared to those with healthy vitamin D levels. So what should we do? In addition to eating calcium-rich foods like milk, cheese, and leafy green vegetables, we also need to spend some time in the sun every day, or take a vitamin D supplement, as advised by your doctor or nutritionist. The two important representatives of the B vitamins are B12 and B6, which play a key role in maintaining the myelin sheath. What is the myelin sheath? It's an insulating layer that helps nerve signals travel quickly and accurately from the brain to the leg muscles. When the body lacks B12 or B6, this myelin sheath gradually thins, slowing down nerve conduction speed. As a result, symptoms like numbness, muscle weakness, cramps, and loss of balance may appear. In older adults, absorption of B12 decreases because the digestive system produces less intrinsic factor. This increases the risk of deficiency. Therefore, supplementing B6 and B12 through foods like red meat, fish, eggs, legumes, or fortified cereals or taking supplements as advised by your healthcare professional is necessary to protect nerve function and keep your legs agile and stable. In addition to protein and vitamins, minerals like magnesium, potassium, and zinc are also essential for smooth muscle function. Magnesium helps with the contraction and relaxation of muscle fibers, making them elastic and helping recovery after exercise. Potassium plays a role in maintaining electrolyte balance. It keeps the membrane potential of muscle cells stable and prevents cramps during walking or exercising. Zinc is important for protein synthesis and helps repair muscle and bone damage. When any of these minerals are lacking, muscles can get tired easily, cramp incorrectly, and recover slowly. This leads to weakness in the legs and discomfort when moving. To ensure enough intake, include foods like bananas for potassium, pumpkin seeds for magnesium, oysters and lean meat for zinc. These choices help keep your legs strong and full of energy. Do you check your eating habits to see if you get enough of the necessary nutrient groups? During each family meal, do we often pay attention to the amount of protein, vegetables, and essential vitamins? Please share below so we can support each other in building a scientific menu to keep our feet strong every day. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin because our bodies make it when the skin is exposed to UVB rays from the sun. This nutrient doesn't just help the body absorb calcium and build strong bones. It also plays an important role in the strength and flexibility of muscles, especially the leg muscles. When exposed to sunlight, the precursor 7-dehydrocholesterol in the epidermis converts to pre-vitamin D3, which then transforms into vitamin D3, thanks to body temperature. However, after age 60, the skin becomes thinner, and the number of enzymes involved in this process drops to only 25 to 50% compared to younger people. As a result, 70 to 80% of older adults are unaware that they have a vitamin D deficiency until symptoms like muscle pain, uncontrolled cramps, and a higher risk of falls appear. Moreover, vitamin D binds to VDR receptors on muscle cells, activating genes that produce muscle contraction proteins, such as myosin and actin. This helps leg muscles contract and recover faster after activity. A lack of vitamin D not only weakens leg muscles, but also makes them more prone to fatigue and loss of endurance. Furthermore, vitamin D inhibits inflammatory cytokines, reducing joint swelling and protecting ligaments and tendons from long-term degeneration. So how can we address this situation? First, practice smart sunbathing. Spend about 15 to 20 minutes each morning, from 8 to 10 a.m., letting your face, arms, and legs be exposed to sunlight without applying sunscreen. This helps your body effectively synthesize vitamin D. After that, you can use sunscreen to protect your skin. In addition, don't forget to include foods rich in vitamin D, such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines. For example, about 100 grams of salmon provides up to 600 IU of vitamin D3, which is about 75% of the daily requirement. Also include egg yolks and dairy products fortified with vitamin D. If you spend a lot of time indoors and or have little sunlight during winter, consult your doctor about taking vitamin D supplements. The recommended dosage is between 800 and 2000 IU per day and should be taken with a meal containing fat for optimal absorption. Do you sunbathe every day, or have you ever had a vitamin D test? What is your experience with supplementing this vitamin? Please share below so we can move forward together more confidently. Next, we will talk about vitamin B12, an essential nutrient for the body, to produce red blood cells and maintain nerve function. In older adults, B12 deficiency often happens silently because the stomach produces less intrinsic factor. This makes it hard for the vitamin to be absorbed, even if the diet is adequate. When B12 is lacking, the myelin sheath surrounding nerves, which helps signals from the brain reach the leg muscles quickly and accurately, becomes thinner. This leads to symptoms such as numbness, cramping, and reduced reflexes. Therefore, You may feel fatigued, have weak legs, and even lose sensation in your feet without a clear cause. Vitamin B12 plays an important role in the metabolism of folic acid and DNA synthesis. It supports muscle cells in recovery and growth after each activity. When there is a deficiency of B12, muscle cells lack the necessary materials for regeneration. This leads to slower recovery of leg muscles, increased fatigue, and reduced endurance. Additionally, prolonged B12 deficiency can cause serious neurological issues, such as loss of balance and increased risk of falls. To address this, prioritize foods rich in B12, such as beef, salmon, egg yolks, milk, and cheese. For those following a vegetarian diet, don't forget cereals and plant-based milk fortified with B12, or nutritional yeast in salads and soups. If blood tests show low B12 levels, consult a doctor to take supplements at the recommended dosage, typically between 500 to 1,000 micrograms per day. Have you ever experienced numbness or fatigue in your legs that your doctor diagnosed as due to a B12 deficiency? What supplement are you using, and what results have you seen? Please share your experiences below, so that everyone can learn and support each other. If you suspect you are lacking vitamin D or B12, the best thing to do is to see a doctor. A simple blood test will accurately determine your vitamin levels. This allows the doctor to advise on the appropriate dosage through dietary adjustments, safe sun exposure, or supplements. Once vitamin levels return to normal, you will notice a significant improvement in muscle strength, balance, and mobility. Before we conclude, I would love to hear from you. Have you noticed any changes in the strength of your legs since adding foods rich in vitamin D and B12? Which of the suggestions from today have you implemented? Please leave a comment below. Your story could inspire and help others in our community. But if you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to your channel name, so you don't miss out on practical health tips, specifically for those over 60. Hit the notification bell to receive the latest videos. Thank you for watching. Wishing you good health and steady progress every day.